So Spider looks at me because we go back to the juvenile side of the county.
What the? You are now in the Black Box. Whoa. With Spider Loke, Most Easty, a.k.a. BJ Keyway, and the Google Gang. Let's go!
Listen. Cheetah. Gratitude is the attitude. Show is a blessing. To be back in the Black Box. Black Box.
Relax, roll up as we randomly react to content in these YouTube streets. Yeah. It's time for R&R.
Nightwood and that hustle. Big shout out to my SPR, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the Black Box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
7 C's, 3 G's. Y'all seen the title. I ain't gonna make it long. Scandalous Los Angeles doing the heavy work. Young Jefe done been to the FEDS. So he probably got some inside scoop. With no further ado, let's see what he say Luce Coochie Lips has been up to.
Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. Well, it looks like young Ant is back in the news. And this time, he's on Luce Cannon's helmet. He's claiming that Luce Cannon tried to line his brother up to get locked up using that federal hotline he's been calling from. The other day, Luce Cannon called in. I'm not sure who he was talking to, but during that conversation he brought up Ant and how he supposedly let King Pill diss him. He had a lot to say, but honestly, everybody already knows what the deal is with Lucy.
Lucille was in the FEDS worried about what Ant and King Pill got going on. He done bumped his head. That's crazy.
So let's just get into it.
The recipient of Hot Topics is Luce Cannon. Now, I heard a few days ago that Luce Cannon had my name in his mouth pertaining to this fiend pill situation. So, I really ignored it because I understand that his channel ain't doing too well. The numbers have begun to dwell. Nobody believe him. The content not authentic. And, you know, he's a class act, a class clown, you know.
Let's not forget that his handler, CS2 Back, took Adam 22 and DJ Academics from him. And that was a major blow to his online presence.
This is somebody who stages things, who is one of the big playmakers, like to pull his phone out for everything and record everything. You can tell pretty much when this guy probably hopped off the porch or really started dealing in the streets, even at his age, because he acts like he's of a certain generation. He acts like he's of the phone generation, of pulling your phone out and recording, the social media generation.
I still don't think he ever made it to dealing in the streets. He may have dealt with some street cats and some street situations, like on them little missions when he was a torpedo. Well, he was never just hanging and sliding in the streets, being over here, being over there. Nah. I don't think so.
And pertaining to his age, that shouldn't even be his generation.
Cannon's been lying about his age for the longest. He keeps saying he's 32 years old, and in his mind, he really believes it. But the truth is, Cannon is a lot closer to 45 than he is to 32. But he actually thinks he was younger than Nipsey Hussle. Now, it's one thing to be a liar, but it's a whole different level when you start believing your own lies.
Dudes of his age do not get down like that, do not follow that activity. Now, however, I chose to ignore it because I knew it was clown behavior. I didn't even know what the situation was about. One of my supporters just happened to tap in. Hey, man, you know that goofy Loose Booty Cannon, man, got your name in his mouth. I'm like, man, is that right? I'm like, all right, I ain't really tripping on it. So I'm scrolling down YouTube, right? And I run into Nina Boy's segment. Nina Boy just dropped a segment not too long ago with Eddie Boy. You know what I'm saying? With Eddie Boy, brother Eddie Boy, you know what I'm saying? 60 turned Muslim, speaking out, I guess, about Luce Cannon and the Big U situation. So when I seen him speaking out and he was speaking on Luce Cannon trying to separate himself from the case, and or when they went to the court proceeding, Luce Cannon had a separate court proceeding. Now on a federal indictment, because I've been on one, it ain't no separate court hearings, period, unless you going up for a bail hearing. Any other hearing, everybody involved in this case should be in that hearing to know about it, unless you going to talk to the DA to try to cut a side deal or proffer hearing or doing something you ain't got no business doing. And I guarantee you in his paperwork, it's probably going to pop up that some things are sealed or he had a proffer hearing. Right now, no smut. I'm telling you what I know. Luce Cannon is cooperating with the feds. Luce Cannon is cooperating with the feds.
Yeah, he's been cooperating with the feds. He even said months ago that he got picked up by them. But he never told anybody why he got picked up. He was working with the feds the entire time he was an exposer.
I don't know if he's cooperating on Big U case, but I know he's cooperating with the feds in the form of trying to find any evidence or give them any evidence to imprison somebody or set somebody up and lock somebody up.
Yeah, he already said that everybody's going to be surprised because he's coming home soon. But let's be real. There's only one way he could be coming home soon. So it's clear. He's planning to tell on somebody.
Now, I wasn't going to even say nothing about the situation or bring the situation to social media because I am a firm believer that certain things do not belong on social media. But when they are placed here and put here, I myself have been one to react to these things because they are on social media. But some of these things, I myself, well, having this information and knowing this, wouldn't have brought this to social media. But I got to lay the smack down. So, I don't know who this goofy was that he was on the phone talking to. You know, it's a whole bunch of squares in this circle. Everybody want to be tough. Everybody standing on business. Everybody doing goofiness. So, whoever he's talking to, they waiting in on this King Pill situation. They give their analysis on it. So he say, both me and King Pill was duped. We both was wolfing. We both was tongue wrestling. I don't want to hold you guys any longer. We going to get into the content. And y'all already know it's the halfway and the half effect. We going to commentate.
Word now. To accept, you may begin speaking now.
Hello?
Yo, what up, Kenny?
What up with it, King?
Yeah,
So what's going on?
so King Pill went up to No Jumper to do a show with them about
federal prison.
he went up.
Oh no, this is the run back, the rehearsed version of the conversation they already had. You can already tell off the bat on my mama.
There to do a show with them about 4 or 5 days ago, and it was Adam, King Pill, Young Aunt Jefe, Munchie B, Lush, some other female, and another dude up there. And Lush, King Pill's song kind of popping right now, so they got to talking about King Pill's song, and I guess in King Pill's song he dissed Trace, something like that. So as they're talking about it, Young Aunt Jefe spoke up and said something in the sense of, in that song you dissed the hood, and Young Aunt Jefe was saying like, he ain't with the fake politicking, and niggas ain't never disrespected him, and he'll borrow no disrespect. So King Pill was like, well, who you talking to? And then Young Aunt Jefe was like, I'm talking to him. He wasn't talking to King Pill. King Pill was like, all right, I'm just saying. So as he called himself trying to check King Pill, he was directing his attention to somebody else with his conversation. So as he's talking, King Pill asking like, so are you saying I dissed you? Who dissing you? And Young Aunt Jefe was like, is you not hearing me? And then King Pill said, nah. Like, in other words, like, nigga, I ain't hearing you. I ain't trying to hear nothing you talking about. So they, get into a little argument. and Adam 22 kind of squashed it at the end. But after that, niggas went around the internet and tried to say Young and Jefe marked King Pill out. But like I said, and I've been telling niggas, if a nigga dissed your set and you sitting 5 feet away from the nigga that dissed your set, you shouldn't be having a conversation with him. You should be doing something.
No,
And Young and Jefe didn't do
this
nothing.
is what they just want to tongue wrestle, bro, all day.
Right.
These niggas don't do anything. They just tongue wrestle, bro. And that's why I made the song.
Man, Wax said, fuck your set, the derogatory S word, over and over again, and you sat right up under him. Shut up, loose lips. You was a God here.
Do something. Because all they want to do is get on the internet, tongue wrestle with you, and when they see you, they try to act like, oh, it's cool if it's just content. That's all they do. I've seen it. But I diss the trades.
Right.
Why nobody have energy like that with me? They know better.
Lucy's out here bragging about doing the exact same thing he accuses everybody else of, tongue wrestling. He loves to get on the phone, yell, scream, cuss you out while secretly recording, and then turn around and post it online like it's content. But that's exactly what he's calling everybody else out for. Pure hypocrisy.
I mean, it's wolf tickets. Right.
Yeah, bro, and I diss you in your face, and you didn't say anything.
Right.
See, people don't understand. I grew up in the A trades, so it's like I got a lot of respect for them, and I know a whole lot of them. Like they be turned up.
Just be talking out of both sides of his ass. She is ridiculous.
But I still want a problem if I say something, I'm gonna stand on it. I'm not gonna never take nothing back. I'm not gonna say, oh, I didn't mean to say that. Yeah, I meant to say it. Do something. If you ain't gonna do nothing about it, then like
about somebody dissing your set and this man sitting right next to you, what you bringing it up for if you wasn't gonna do something? You see what I'm saying? That's how I feel.
They just they looked at each other and wanted to tongue wrestle, bro.
Right.
So. And Jefe wanted to tongue wrestle because obviously he brought it up and didn't do anything. Even the blind bandit, right? 6 or 7 unks dissed him, and he couldn't see anything. But what he probably did, he could have followed the voice and got to swinging. He could have did something. But these, that's all they want to do is just tongue wrestle with you. They don't want no smoke.
Like I said, the only one stood on business up there when somebody dissed him like that was P Nice. All them other niggas is wolf tickets. Munchie B, Young and Jefe, them niggas do all that gangster shit, but when that gangster shit is in their face, they don't do nothing.
These guys feel way too comfortable getting on this line knowing the feds are listening, and still saying stuff like this. It's one thing if the feds heard it once, and had to rely on memory. But they're recording all of this, so they can play it back over and over and over again. How do you think P. Nice feels hearing his name come up like that?
Yeah, P. Nice, what happened with him?
When the shit happened with him and Brick Baby. Remember Brick Baby dissed and then he did what he did to Brick Baby.
Yep. Puka dropped the ball too on that.
Right. But that's what it's supposed to be. You feel me? Like, it ain't no conversation. You saying this nigga dissed you, your set and his song, what you talking for? You see what I'm saying?
They ain't gonna do nothing. I'm telling you, they just tongue wrestle with each other all day, all the time on the internet. All day. I'm gonna call right back.
All right. Got it.
Okay, so pertaining to the phone call, we not even about to go over what he talking about, you know what I'm saying? We not even about to go over that because we already have been over that a millionth time, you know what I'm saying? So, well now, I'm going to say and what I'm going to bring to the forefront. But before I bring what I have to say to the forefront, let me point something out to you, boy. You are a rat. You got on No Jumper telling about a robbery that you was involved in and you involved Big U name. That's one. They should have already crushed you in MDC. For whatever reason they ain't crushed you, I don't know. But you are a rat, bro. For sure. You a fake thug. You got a few skits. But all your skits, you pulling out your phone, recording stuff. All this stuff is going to be held against you. That do not make you tough. I guarantee you, we can ask anybody that really stand on business. In crunch time, are you ever thinking about taking your phone out and recording anything that you're doing?
Hell no.
No, sir. That is not standing on business, sir. That is goofy. You want some attention. You are a clown. Only thing truthful came out this dude's mouth is he stayed in my neighborhood for a little while. He grew up for a little while in my neighborhood and shortly moved. He went to Raymond Avenue, an elementary. I don't even think he went to no junior highs. He didn't go to no Horseman's, no nothing. He didn't go to no Crenshaw's, no Washington's, no nothing. By that time, he already relocated to the IE. Now, you got this moron on here talking about, hey, yeah, you know, I said the T word before, and I stand on it. I said it and been to people's face.
He was on the phone. On the telephone. These dudes talk tough on the phone and think it count toward the scoreboard.
I ain't never ran across this dude in my life, so I don't know who he talking about. I don't know who this.
He was talking on a cartoon on the phone. On the phone. Over the telephone. Let me clarify. On the phone.
Moron, who this clown talking about, he had ran into, said that word and ran into him, and it wasn't no problems. Now, this one thing. People can sit here and play STUPID if you want to. If it had been a Luce Cannon or anybody in the vicinity of LA that has said that word, it's no talking. It ain't no you can tell me or me trying to make you stand on you talking about somebody else in LA, because we know that we are rivals. So let's get that clear, sucker. Something else. You the same dude turned the fade down with Cowboy.
Don't do that, bro. Don't do that, bro. Don't do. I got my baby here. I got my baby here. All type of shit, bro. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Cuz, what's up? What's he talking about? Yeah, cuz. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that, bro. Don't do. I got my baby here. I got my baby here. All type of shit, bro. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Hello.
Cuz, what's up? What's he talking about? Yeah, cuz. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that, bro.
Cowboy ran into you. You had on slippers. That's how you know you're not a real member. You traveling on the road. You got slippers on. You hopping out at a gas station with slippers. I cannot understand or format anybody hopping out with slippers. Y'all dudes is doing this new thing, hopping out with these Crocs. That's more of a house thing for me. I'm not stepping outside like that. When you step outside and you step into the street, that's the danger zone. When Cowboy ran up on you and you broke and got up out the way and said, let me go get some shoes, that would never have been my reaction. My reaction, I would have kicked those slippers off so fast, those Crocs out so fast and squared up and got it in. That's the difference between me and you, clown boy. Another difference between me and you. You and Brick Baby sat on the internet and woofed against each other for years and months, called each other all type of names, everything you can think of, disrespected each other to the capital T with the slander, and then got on camera and pod with each other. Now, I don't put this out there to paint Brick Baby in any negative light. Shout out to Brick Baby. This is about you, because you's the sucker. You the one that's supposed to stand on business. You the one, Mr. Go, handle business everywhere you go. You sat in that room on No Jumper for views, and you podcast with Brick Baby before you took your sucker ass to jail. Another thing, you steady sitting up here coming up with these lies about Big U. You running into Big U, big useless that, big useless this, and that ain't the truth. And if it is the truth, why you ain't squabbled Big U yet? He's supposed to be this enemy, this dude you've been on the internet telling on. You got so much bad stuff to say about.
Worked you out of money, put you on licks, didn't pay you, But then you say he disappeared on you. Now you're running across him. Why you don't put your hands on him?
You should want to get cracking. Don't try to, oh, well, he should get cracking. I'm the one that's saying it. Being that you the one that's talking it and putting it out there in the universe and you got so much hate, handle your candle.
Yeah, you claim that he victimized you. You said he sent you to go take something from somebody. He got all the money and didn't give you nothing. And when Ho No Honey asked you, did you check him the next day? You said, no, he disappeared. He didn't show his face. So now you see his face. Handle your candle. Shut the f*** up. Oh, blah, 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 blah.
Your business. Now, what you is about to do is you about to get somebody up there on that floor with you in trouble because you are an idiot. The same way you was being cool with Brick, baby, coming on the internet, lying, talking about y'all Sallies, we boys, we going to big you, this and that, and you said the wrong thing that had you moved off that floor because that put you and him at odds, and it's about to put you and somebody else at odds, boy. So you said that T word, and you know who you on the floor with, and you know who you around, but you sound stupid. So you saying you said the word, but you got respect for the homies because you grew up in the hood. Now, this is what I'm here to really speak about and put you out there about.
Ant said there's something else that he really wanted to put out there about Lucy. Something we apparently don't know. Listen closely to what he says happened.
Hey, Jacob, your ass gonna be in trouble. Luce Cannon gonna get you in trouble. See, last week, you got a guy by the name of Jacob that's out of my community. He been calling around on these phones. I don't know why he's calling around. All his co-defendants already took their height. They where they supposed to be. For whatever reason, your process is dragging out, homie. Get that process clear. Get to where you going so they can check that paperwork and make sure you straight. So I'm starting to feel that this Jacob cat is falling into the plays of another retarded cat named Luce Cannon. So this Jacob cat happened to call my brother last week. My brother ain't been answering the phone calls. My brother finally pick up. Hey, what's going on? It's a phone call from MDC. This Jacob cat, he's on the same floor with Dirk and Loose Booty Cannon. My brother pick up, him and the dude, Jacob, they start conversing. My brother kind of like being political with him, like, hey, look, it's a lot going on. They saying a lot about you. You need to figure it out, see what's going on. Dude try to rebuttal. I'm on main line, this and that, whoa, whoa, whoa. Long story short, this dude come out and ask for the unthinkable on a recorded Fed phone line. He asked my brother for some drugs. My brother tell him like, hey, look, bro, I don't got no drugs. Don't do no drugs but weed. I'm not with doing anything with a jailhouse facility or anything that could put me in jeopardy of going back to jail. And we on a recorded phone call. Why are you trying to ask me this? And then try to clean it up and talking cold. Then this dude go ahead and grab Luce Cannon. We don't know Luce Cannon. We don't want to talk to Luce Cannon. He tell my brother, hold on, put Luce Cannon on the phone. And what Luce Cannon do? Luce Cannon try to line my brother up. Come right out talking about, hey, do you know about Spice? Can you send this stuff called Spice in here? It's cracking in here. We trying to get it. Bro, like, hold on, man. What are you talking about, bro? Who told you that I got anything and sent anything, bro? I don't have nothing or send anything. Why are y'all calling my phone asking me about this? Oh, man, we just trying to see. We just tossing the rod out there, line out there trying to see what's going on. These are the type of phone calls this dude is calling on federal recorded lines in action. And anybody talking to this dude, you better watch out. Except for the dudes that's already in his circle and taking these phone calls and trying to spin his content for him. He's the police. He's looking for a way out of jail. And if anybody's sending him anything or anybody getting down with him, don't be surprised if the people come kicking in your door. Because he the po-po.
Hey, Canada Russ, you hear my homie?
That big ol' I see him. Big grimy ass nigga, and you know that. Gold teeth in my mouth, guess this bitch think I'm Kodak. Dread swanking, got me feeling like the top shotters. Yeah, we from the same hood, but we are not partners. Not me, I ain't going for it. I'm finna perpetrate with ops, so I keep a blower popping at the hoochie like what you wanna know me for. This pretty tease rolling my weed here finna pay me for it. Jump out like my motherfucking shooters did, Ooh, yeah, we sure did. Twice you be talking to yourself like twice you the shit. Put me in your mix, but don't you never get it twisted. I'm a robber hoe before I ever try to kiss her. Supersized big chip on my shoulder, yes I am the shit. Gun on my hip, make the bitch and you flip over, nigga. Ooh, yeah, we sure did. Or jump out like my motherfucking shooters did, Ooh, yeah, we sure did. Twice you be talking to yourself like twice you the shit. Put me in your mix, but don't you never get it twisted. I'm a robber hoe before I ever try to kiss her. Supersized big chip on my shoulder, yes I am the shit. Gun on my hip, make the bitch and you flip over, nigga. Ooh, yeah, we sure did. I'm a robber hoe before I ever try to kiss her. Ooh, yeah, we sure did. Twice you be talking to yourself like twice you the shit. Ooh, yeah, we sure did. Grimy ass nigga, and you know that. Gold teeth in my mouth, guess this bitch think I'm Kodak. Dread swanking, got me feeling like the top shotters. Yeah, we from the same hood, but we are not partners. Not me, I ain't going for it. I'm finna perpetrate with ops, so I keep a blower popping at the hoochie like what you wanna know me for. This pretty tease rolling my weed here finna pay me for it. Jump out like my motherfucking shooters did, Ooh, yeah, we sure did. Ooh, yeah, we sure did.
Nigga in that hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
It's the homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
Here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch.
My nigga Spider Low. Spider Low, nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
So Spider looks at me because we go back to the juvenile side of the county.
What the fuck?
My nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low. Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
Spider Low, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
In the words of Spider Loke on my mama's mama.
Spider Loke's gear. This is Bay Mac.
Nate Blood, C-Mac. Shout out my Loke, Spider Loke, huh? Nate Blood on Hood. It's a beautiful world. You fight me? Fight, cred.
Point blank, through no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
You are now in the black box. Whoa. With Spider Loke, Most Easty, aka BJ Keyway, and the Google Gang.
Let's go!